Welcome to our deep dive into the future of space travel. For centuries, humanity has gazed up at the stars and dreamt of exploring the cosmos. Today we stand on the precipice of a new era, one where space travel might become as routine as transatlantic flights. What's driving this incredible leap? The answer lies in engineering marvels known as 100% reusable rockets. Today we explore the risks and rewards of 100% reusable rockets through some fascinating hypothetical scenarios. Imagine a future where launching a payload into orbit is no longer a billion-dollar endeavor, but a fraction of the cost. Think about the possibilities if we could treat rockets like airplanes, flying them again and again, opening up space to scientific exploration, commercial ventures, and even tourism. But this future isn't a given. Reusable rockets present formidable technical challenges, and the potential for catastrophic failures is a risk we can't ignore. So, buckle up, fellow space enthusiasts, as we embark on this thrilling exploration of reusable rockets, a technology that could be a game changer or a gamble for the future of space travel. For decades, the cost of space travel has been, well, astronomical. Every launch required a brand new rocket, essentially a multi-million-dollar custom-built machine that was discarded after a single use. Reusable rockets change that equation dramatically. This reusability could slash the cost of launching payloads into orbit, potentially by a factor of 10 or even more. A cheaper ride to space makes all sorts of things possible. But it's not just about launching things into space. Imagine hopping on a rocket for a quick trip across the globe, cutting travel time from hours to minutes. Reusability sounds great in theory, but in practice, it pushes the boundaries of engineering. We're talking about building machines that can withstand multiple trips through the intense heat and pressure of atmospheric re-entry. Remember those space shuttle heat shield issues? Yeah, we don't want a repeat of that. Then there's the issue of engine design. Rocket engines are complex beasts, and to be reusable, they need to be incredibly robust. They must be capable of multiple firings, sometimes in rapid succession, without a hiccup. A single malfunction could spell disaster. And let's not forget the landing. Landing a rocket vertically, whether on land or a drone ship at sea, is like trying to balance a pencil on its tip while flying through a hurricane. It requires sophisticated guidance systems, powerful thrusters, and nerves of steel. But even with the most advanced technology, things can and do go wrong. Rockets are complex systems with millions of parts working in unison. A single faulty valve, a software glitch, or a bird strike could lead to a catastrophic failure. These risks are not theoretical. We've seen rocket explosions, launch aborts, and even tragic accidents in the history of spaceflight. With reusable rockets, the stakes are even higher. A single failure could set back the entire industry and erode public confidence in space travel. One of the most exciting aspects of reusable rockets is their potential to make space exploration more environmentally friendly. Think about it. Every time we launch a disposable rocket, we're essentially littering Earth's orbit with debris. This debris poses a serious threat to satellites and future space missions. Reusable rockets offer a sustainable alternative. By launching and landing spacecraft multiple times, we significantly reduce the amount of junk we leave behind in space. It's like the difference between using a reusable water bottle and buying a new plastic bottle every time you're thirsty. But it's not all rosy. Increased space travel, even with reusable rockets, raises concerns about the environmental impact here on Earth. Rocket launches release exhaust plumes that contain greenhouse gases and other pollutants. While the current number of launches is relatively small, what happens when space travel becomes more frequent? Then there's the issue of noise pollution. Rocket launches are loud, and the sonic booms they generate can be disruptive to wildlife and nearby communities. As we increase the cadence of launches, we need to consider the potential impact on our planet's ecosystems. So, while reusable rockets offer a more sustainable approach to space travel, we need to carefully weigh the environmental costs and benefits. It's a delicate balancing act, expanding our reach into the cosmos while safeguarding our home planet. Now, let's talk about the really exciting stuff, how reusable rockets could unlock the mysteries of the universe and pave the way for humanity to become a multi-planetary species. Remember those cost savings we talked about? They're a game changer for scientific exploration. With reusable rockets, we could afford to send more probes to distant planets, land rovers on promising moons, and maybe even establish a permanent research base on Mars. Imagine the discoveries that await us. But it goes beyond just exploration. Reusable rockets could be the key to establishing a permanent human presence beyond Earth. Think about it. If we want to build a self-sustaining colony on Mars, we need a reliable and affordable way to transport people and supplies. Reusable rockets make that vision a lot more feasible. Imagine a future where massive spacecraft like interplanetary arcs, ferry colonists and everything they need to build a new life on another world. These spacecraft, propelled by reusable rockets, could make the journey between Earth and Mars routine, opening up a new chapter in human history. Of course, colonizing another planet comes with its own set of challenges, from radiation shielding to creating a breathable atmosphere. But reusable rockets provide a critical piece of the puzzle, making the dream of becoming a spacefaring civilization seem a little less like science fiction and a little more like destiny. Okay, so maybe not everyone wants to brave the hardships of colonizing Mars, but what about a quick trip to orbit? With reusable rockets, space tourism could become the next big thing. Imagine experiencing weightlessness, seeing Earth from space, and witnessing the awe-inspiring beauty of the cosmos firsthand. And it's not just about joyrides for the ultra-wealthy. Reusable rockets could democratize access to space, making it possible for scientists, engineers, and even artists to conduct research, build infrastructure, and create art in the unique environment of microgravity. We could see the emergence of space hotels, orbiting research stations, and even lunar outposts, all serviced by a fleet of reusable spacecraft. Imagine a future where honeymoons on the moon or weekend getaways to orbital resorts are as commonplace as a trip to the Bahamas. But this influx of space tourists raises some interesting questions. How do we ensure the safety of passengers who aren't trained astronauts? What kind of regulations will govern space tourism? And how do we prevent the commercialization of space from turning into a cosmic land grab? These are challenges we'll need to address as we venture further into this new frontier. But one thing's for sure. Reusable rockets have the potential to make space accessible to more people than ever before, ushering in an era of unprecedented opportunity and excitement. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the future of space travel. We've explored the incredible potential of 100% reusable rockets, from slashing the cost of spaceflight to making human colonization of other planets a real possibility. But we've also acknowledged the risks and challenges that come with this revolutionary technology. So, are reusable rockets a game changer or a gamble? The answer, as with most things in science and exploration, is complex. There are risks, yes, but the potential rewards are too great to ignore. By pushing the boundaries of engineering, addressing environmental concerns, and carefully considering the ethical implications of opening up space to wider use, we can harness the power of reusable rockets to create a brighter future for humanity. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting content. And who knows, maybe one day some of you watching will be boarding a reusable rocket on your own adventure to the stars. Until next time, keep looking up.